How's it going, guys? This is Martin Ross here, and I'm going to introduce you to Zource 1.3. This is a how to get started with Kontakt. So if you haven't known, I did issue a release for Reason and Kontakt, and now they are available. And now, right now, as we talk, we're at 1.3. So let's get started with Kontakt. So once you've purchased Zource, you can purchase Zource at martinrossmusic.com/Zource, and that will be in the description. Once you select that, you should be able to download it. Now, I'm putting everything on my desktop, so please, I suggest you put your files wherever you have it organized or whatnot. Now, once it's the zip files here, you can unzip it to speed up time. I used Keka for a Mac. For PC, I suggest WinRAR. You should see your 1.3 folder. You should see your documentation. I do recommend that you please look at documentation before you ask any questions, because hopefully most of that should solve. If not, go ahead and slide in a comment, and I'll try to answer that for you. So now you have Zource open. Now, the way I have the library set up, I have it, the sample folder is different from the instrument folder, so a lot of users would load up and they're like, okay, it's asking for files. Well, what happens is you have to rebatch, so to or batch resave. So to batch resave, you click this little save button right here. You're gonna go ahead and say batch resave. Go ahead and say yes, because you'll be fine. You're gonna locate your Zource folder, which is in your desktop or wherever you put it. Double click there. Highlight Kontakt. Now, what happens is it's asking you to locate where all the samples are for that particular user, because if you use it, it's going to ask you for my files or my locations or my directory, which you don't have. So once you click open, it's going to come up with some samples, say it's missing. Don't worry about that. For Mac users, click the search spotlight. For Windows users, I would suggest you hit browse, not files, but browse folder. Now, just select the folder within the sample within the Zource Kontakt folder and click open. And from there, you should have no problem. So once you're done with that, you're going to go to your files. You're going to click Zource wherever you have it loaded. I'm clicking desktop Zource. So I have my Zource here. So I'm going to highlight the Zource Kontakt right there. And then now you can either right click on the screen to get to quick load, right click here, add new folder, which will be Zource. Now, as you can see, this is highlighted, so now I have my folders open here. Just go ahead and drag and drop instruments right here. And there you have it. So this, you have your drums, your extra sounds, and your regular sounds, and here we have it. There you go. That is how you get Zource to run in Kontakt. So it's very basic. I do plan on having better script writing, but the sound quality does not change throughout any of the reasons, any other Reason files or machines. So everything should be exactly the same, nothing special than from one another. And quick shout out to Dilio T2K and his Chemical Library. Please check out Chemical Library in the description. You'll love it. He's got phase 1 and 2 coming out. Well, they're both out, and you want to go ahead and check that out in the description. Also, please, if you're interested in Zource, check out my website, martinrossmusic.com/Zource. That is also in the description. And last but not least, thank you all so much for the big support for Zource. I hope to bring you more. Check out Zource when you can. Thank you again. This is Martin Ross. Take care.